Hey, so what's going on, guys? Hope everybody had a happy Christmas and happy New Year, seeing as this video's coming out after the New Year. Reason why I've been off for a while, wanted to enjoy Christmas and the New Year with the family, and was traveling a little bit. Was down at I went to my first ever national, or the professional football game. Of course, I'm a big Packard fan. Was down there at the Carolina and Packard game. It was a good game overall. You know, it was happy to see Rodgers come back, but of course we didn't win. Then of course there was a couple other things that happened. Of course, I got into my first ever bad car accident. I'll put some pictures up on the screen somewhere around me or over me, as you'll see right here. But you know, I definitely have to hand it to Ford for definitely building a very safe vehicle. Our rental car was a 2017 Ford Escape. We got rear-ended at a stoplight coming off the interstate by a gentleman in a Toyota pickup. Our vehicle was drivable. Lucky enough, me and my father, we were both okay. I was a little sore afterwards. Still have a little bit of problem with my left shoulder because of just how I was sitting in the seat when the accident happened. I'll go into detail on that accident in a later video, probably in a couple days. But primarily this video is an unboxing video and a review of one of the items that I got for Christmas, seeing as my parents didn't really know what it was I wanted, so they asked me, you know, just go ahead, get the stuff that you want so that you know what you're getting. We'll just count it as one of your Christmas presents. I was like, okay, you know, I'm fine with that. So during a review and I guess a late unboxing of some stuff from Chemical Guys that I got their Torque X. I just keep it in the box for storage, and it's easy to keep around, but it's a great thing. I got their starter work kit. Basically it was the Torque X, and then I got their small 4-ounce bottles of the V32, V34, V36, and V38. And then I got their starter pads, which I got an orange Hetz Logic, a white, and the black for cutting, polishing, and then glazes and sealants and whatnot. I did my truck and my father's vehicles. I mean, it turned out really good for doing it first time through. Of course, it took me a little bit longer than it did on my father's truck, even though my dad's truck's bigger. Just having to go back and forth between my computer, reading all the directions on what speeds and how long it needs to sit and haze up before you can buff it off and clean, and all the proper procedures. So now that I got it down pat, I can probably knock out a vehicle relatively quicker from start to finish. I could probably do it in less than 3 hours, give or take, depending on how heavy of the paint correction that is needed. My truck, I did the V36 and the V38, and then I went with the wet mirror finish and then the extreme top coat as the final phases for my truck. So I just needed, it was a light, there was some small scratches here and there, but I did the whole vehicle, so I knocked it all down. Sorry if I'm holding my hands together because it is just a little bit cold right now. We're about to get hit by the big nor'easter storm that's about to roll through here tonight. They're saying it's going to dump anywhere from 6 to 12 inches of snow in some areas. Of course, until I just got done washing my truck. And then because I got the small 4-ounce bottles, I can safely say that you can get roughly 2 vehicles out of, well, this one's still probably maybe a quarter full, maybe half, give or take. I was able to use this entire bottle on my truck, and then my dad's truck really didn't need a paint correction, so I just went with the V38, and then the wet glaze, or the mirror wet finish, and then extreme top coat. This bottle is pretty close to being empty, so I went out and got the 16-ounce bottles. So now I have a bigger set. And then I also picked up a bottle of Jet Seal, seeing as this stuff will last for 12 months, and I don't know how long. I didn't really see how long on the bottle it says it will remove, or how long the extreme top coat will last. But I might get another bottle of this and add the Jet Seal and then the extreme top coat, so that this on top of that, because I've seen a couple people where they say that, well, why would you want to put something that lasts for 12 months on the top, but then your glaze or something that lasts for 6 months? Then you're defeating the purpose. But I'm definitely gonna have to get a couple more pads, as seeing as how fast. I mean, I've used this already a couple times. I mean, it's got some buildup around the edges, but I need to get a couple of the other pads so that I have more pads to do different heavier paint correction or the glazes, so that I don't have to keep switching in and out. I'd have pads for each one. And then I also picked up a bottle of their Honeydew Snow Foam car soap. I don't have a foam cannon, as seeing as my pressure washer is too high for the recommended use of the foam cannons. So I picked up a foam gun from local Walmart. This thing cost me like 20 bucks. Does the job. That's all I needed to do. I mean, maybe once I get enough money doing, you know, on the side of paint detailing and paint correction and whatnot, I might pick up a power washer to be able to do the foam cannon, so that it's just a nice thick layer of foam, because this is more kind of watered down a little bit, but it still creates excellent amount of suds on the vehicle and does give that honeydew smell. It does have a very nice smell to it. I definitely have to say it definitely works. Overall, for the starter kit, I definitely give it a, I mean, nothing's ever perfect, so I definitely have to give it a 4.5 out of 5 stars on usability and how easy it is to get right into it, especially with their starter kit. Like I said, it came with the Torque X, the 4 bottles of the V32 through V38, and then your 3 pads that you get. Very easy to use. I definitely got some great results out of it, so I definitely, and plus too, with all the videos that Chemical Guys has, it's very easy to, if you're stuck somewhere, you can go on their website or YouTube or wherever you find the videos and be able to sort it out. But I mean, I did a buddy of mine's headlights on his car. His vehicle, they said either it was his next state inspection, it was not going to pass because the headlights were too hazed up. So I told him, bring it on over, I'll see what I can do. And I got them from looking really hazed and being almost no light out of them to almost looking like they're brand new. I mean, the passenger side looks like it's brand new. The little bit of hazing on the far end of the corner of the light. But he was more worried about the clarity of the lens. The driver's side was a little more hazed, but pretty much using the Torque X, and then I used V34 on it, and then I used V38, and then I used Jet Seal to seal it in. And like I said, the stuff is brand new, and I charged him a third of what the price would be. I know some places around here where I live, that some paint shops or whatever, that they'll charge you $80 plus $90 or whatever to redo a set of headlights. I only charged them $30 because that's where I feel it's comfortable for me. You know, seeing as his set of headlights were relatively small on his car, you know, I would charge anywhere from $30 to $45 depending on how detailed or how big the lens is, or how many curves are in the light, how much tape I need to tape off. But other than that, yeah, this is just really was getting back into the swing of things. Like I said, I was taking some time off for family and recuperating after I got sick after the Expedition video went out. I got sick for a week. My voice was shot. I could barely speak. Had one of those strange flus that was going around, and then of course I had the car accident. But overall, I was doing some looking up on, excuse me, on some trucks that are coming in. We got one more Expedition that came into the dealership, so expect the video on that to come soon. We finally got a 2018, I believe it was a 2018 F250 limited. That one, I seen the price tag on it was $83,000, which is very expensive for a vehicle. But after looking at some of the interior and things on the vehicle, I definitely could see paying that price for some of the stuff that it comes with. The seats alone are very nice. I believe the interior color on it was cocoa color. But other than that, then also there's our yearly car show coming up here next week. It's the 3rd, so I think the 11th it starts. So expect a video from the car show on some of the vehicles that I've done reviews on at the dealership, to see them in the car show. So we'll be able to sit in them and look at everything, hopefully with not too many people around. But other than that, just want to say, like I said, Happy New Year's, and hopefully 2018 we can really build this channel up with the content and reviews on car detailing, or an assortment of stuff, doing reviews on products from stuff that chemical guys that I would see that I would use, because I'm not going to put something up on this channel that I'm not going to use, because then it's not right. Seeing as I do car detailing on the side, if I see that it's good, I'll put it up on the channel. But other than that, I'm gonna go warm up now, because I'm losing feeling in my hands, and I will see you guys next time. Later. And also, of course, like, subscribe, and keep it here. So now it's the sign off, and I'll definitely see you guys in the next one. So later.